Are you ready?
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh God.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the Refresh Podcast. My name's Sharkman, and we're here with anyone want to
Ranger
start off?
Savage.
Failure does 5174.
Frosty. I don't know what else to say after that.
River State Frosty. Yeah.
And Gator.
All right.
Yeah, and we're the Refresh Podcast. This is our first episode.
Yep.
Kind
Very
of
first
weird.
one.
We never did one before, so this is kind of like a see how this goes and shit.
And we didn't really come up with it until like maybe 2 days ago or something like that.
2 days
is when we
ago.
thought of
I
that.
felt like it was like a couple days ago.
It wasn't that long ago. It was sometime this week.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, we're recording this like what is it? May 20th, the 20th.
The 20th of
Yeah.
May. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have no idea when this episode's gonna come out, but I'm just gonna say the date right now.
We definitely are going to take our time making sure that this podcast is very official and not all goofy shit. I mean, no, it's going to be goofy if we are literally
Well,
the
yeah.
retarded ones.
It's gonna be goofy regardless.
It's gonna be insane. Yes, thank you.
See,
we're all
exactly.
gonna be goofy goobers throughout this entire
Yeah, we're
podcast. I can
Goofy
guarantee
goobers. All the fucking way.
that.
But yeah, so nothing's been really going on recently. All I've been doing is that what's the usual talk everyone's talking about, like Logan Paul, and Floyd Mayweather, and then that bullshit. I don't really care about that much.
Yeah.
Much
No,
about
actually, have you heard about what happened with Jake Paul? Now that you mentioned that,
that. What happened with him?
So there's something I heard about where he was in Puerto Rico and he ran over like a bunch of turtles, like endangered.
Oh,
turtles.
wow.
Have you heard about
for
that?
Real? No.
Look
I
it up. Like he might get sued
Let me
because of it.
Let me look this up.
I hope he does.
Damn.
Honest. No, I
No
mean
wonder.
honest.
Jake
Wait, this
Paul.
is this Logan or Jake?
Jake is Jake
Oh,
Paul.
no wonder why Disney didn't want him anymore.
I don't know much about Logan other than that he tries to fight everybody. That's pretty much all I know because he's trying to box everybody.
Oh my! There's actually a video about it. Oh,
Yeah, no, it was recent too, like in the past week, I think. That's maybe a week or two.
Did he
Now
do
the
it,
big
like, on
question:
purpose,
why did he
or-
do it?
Yeah.
That is true. Why did he do it?
What is it?
Why
I-
did
I-
he do it?
Was
I
that like a video idea? What the fuck? Like,
I don't know. I mean, hang on,
Who
let me
the
look-
fuck found out?
I found out through, ironically enough, TikTok, but I ended up sawing a bunch of it. Like I think it was on like Now This News or something. Hang on, Jake. That is not how you spell Jake. Jake Paul. Whoa, hang on. I just popped up.
You can tell that he did run over
go.
something because when the video was pointing at him in his car, he put his hands up like if he was like actually running over something.
Oh yeah, here we go. 3 days ago, BBC News. Jake Paul investigated over suspected driving on protected Turtle Beach. So it basically says driving is illegal on some of the beaches where turtle nests are in the sand, which makes sense. Instagram. So it first popped up on Instagram. Paul and a group of people driving around in 2 vehicles on the beach. The post has now been removed. Turtle nesting and hatching season is between February and August in Puerto Rico. Beaches attract several protected species, including the endangered leatherback. So, let's see. Puerto Rican accused the Paul of destroying the beaches on Twitter. Logan, so apparently has recently moved to Puerto Rico, but is not pictured in the videos. So Logan might end up being tied into this, but there's nothing saying he was, took part in that action.
Right.
I have ordered an investigation. So, Environment Safe Secretary Rafael Chago? I don't know how you say that.
yeah,
Machado.
Machago.
Machago? Okay. I've ordered an investigation to determine circumstances surrounding the use of 2 motor vehicles on beaches and that are presumed to be in Puerto Rico. Some media have posted a video, Jake in a motor vehicle. Laws exist to protect the environment. Once you violate the law, fines, other penalties. So yeah, he might go to jail because of that, because of
Damn.
recklessly driving on the beaches.
Well, he
Which-
better, like, fucking hell. Like,
I
he
mean,
better-
honestly, he honestly deserves it, especially if those are turtle nests and an endangered species one. I feel like he should face punishment for that. Absolutely.
He's just a
Like, there's-
douchebag in general. That he should be in jail. I mean,
I feel like, yeah, both of the Paul brothers are douchebags, but I feel like Logan is better than Jake Paul.
more mature.
Mhm.
He's much more mature, or not. I wouldn't say much more mature, but he is more mature. I can say
Yeah.
that much. Like, have you seen the videos where it was Logan and Jake talking about like their fights and all that? Like, Logan's always there supporting his brother in like the fights. Like, he's always there cheering him on. But then Jake can't cheer him on, and like I think there was a phone call.
There
actually.
was. I seen it. It's where
In his recent vlog or something like that, he was like talking about like, hey, he's mad because he made that stupid act, and then the team of him like knew it was all jokes and all that, but in Jake's eyes, he's like, I support my brother through all his fights, and then the one big fight I'm having, it's like he does this stupid shit, and now he's banned from the event, and he can't be there for me, which I
Right.
think like is even fucked up as a brother that you would do that, like, not thinking on the other side of this whole thing, but trying to make the star of yourself instead. And that's why like he got more attention than the whole fight itself, because of that stupid act, and everyone hates Jake Paul already, that they wanted to see him get like his ass whooped. So it's like when he did something like that, then he just put a lot of more attention to himself than for Logan instead, and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know. Part of me feels bad for Logan at some points whenever I hear like the stories between like Jake and Logan and them. I'm like, damn. I feel like Logan. I feel like Logan might deserve better, honestly, of a brother, because I feel like it's a bit scummy to like not show up and support your brother if he supported you in all your matches. And like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Like in support of family and all that, but
right.
He's just committing crimes and then all that shit, and then he's not thinking straight, and especially.
I know
like,
Jake Paul's about to be like the next Justin Bieber. I guarantee you. Because remember when Justin Bieber got got in trouble in like Florida for drag racing?
I remember.
Yeah, he was in jail for I don't know how long he was in jail for. Probably like a day, because his
man was so confident that he smiled on his mugshot. That's how fucking like
that's how much of a douchebag he was.
Yeah, he was such an asshole, but it was like he's not that little kid that sings "Baby" all the damn time for little girls.
No, he's changed, but like he's changed. I know that much for sure. Like his personality has definitely changed.
And he looks more like a hippie. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd rather have a hippie than a douchebag.
That is
honestly.
And I feel like he's he's matured a lot more in his actions. Like his songs are somewhat the same, but I feel like his personality has definitely changed.
Music has changed a lot, like through years and shit like that.
It
like,
has.
How he has, like he's a good singer and all that. And sometimes I overthink, like I feel like it was more like a trend back then of shitting on Justin Bieber, because some of his songs were not even that bad. It was just because they're like lovey-dovey and all the like little girls like
and like, you're like in elementary and middle school and you're like, ew, no,
ew, these guys like
exactly. Exactly.
That's why you're always like, fuck Justin Bieber, fuck this guy, he's such a
dude. Exactly. And then like and then you get older and you're like, man, I just want to be hugged again, man.
Yeah, he ruined our childhoods for all women. No, that's why we never stop.
Exactly.
Fuck Justin Bieber. That's gonna be the hashtag. Put that in the comments, please.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. But no, he's definitely matured, and I honestly, he's a good singer. Like he's actually a great singer. Him and there's somebody else. Miley Cyrus is also a really good singer. Like she can't actually sing.
She does good country music, but she went, I don't know, drugs kicked her in like so much in the brain, bro.
You know, she's been sober recently. She's been sober for like 2 years.
I could tell how she's not twerking with her white little booty ass, like she's
not shaved. She's not shaved head anymore.
Yeah. She ain't having that Britney Spears moment anymore.
But what was it? Actually, it was a podcast that I saw, because she mentioned it on like Joe Rogan's podcast, because I watched that. And no, I'm not. Shout out to Joe Rogan.
Please give us a sponsor or let us be in your podcast.
Somebody, I don't even know if he'd have enough. You know, he's in Texas now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he moved to like Austin. or somewhere like
Alright,
that.
man,
He's-
everyone moving to Texas, dude. Like, I swear.
I know, dude.
Exactly.
Everybody's leaving California. Freaking Elon left California. He's in Boca Chica, Texas, which is like borderline Mexico, to be honest. Actually, wait, where is Boca Chica, Texas? Now that I'm thinking about it,
How do you even say that?
Boca
Ain't,
Chica.
Boca Chica?
Yeah.
Boca Chica?
I don't
Boca
even
Chica.
know
I've
that
never
part.
heard of that name ever.
Well, I ended up looking it up because I was, I don't know, I was just looking through like Tesla shit and all that, and SpaceX, because they have a launch pad out in Boca Chica. Let's see, Boca Chica Beach, Texas.
Boca
Okay,
Chica.
let's see.
Chica
Yeah, it's
from-
like it's south. It's south of South Padre Island. That's how
Oh.
close it is to Mexico. It is like
Hmm.
right there. And if
What the?
I think Frosty might know, like in like comparison to like how like where that's at, because I don't know if you've looked.
Yeah,
What is it?
I've seen South Padre before, but shit, there's more south to South Padre. The fuck?
Yes. Well, not much. I mean, there may be like 2-3 miles. Oh, actually, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at like 5, but that's
How do you
it.
spell it?
I think oh.
Dude,
Sorry,
it's
sorry.
it's Boca, and then Chica, like the like Freddy Fazbear Chica, and then Beach, Texas, and then yeah, and that's it.
Nice.
And then if you zoom in, you'll see SpaceX
Oh, I
launch
see.
facility
Yeah, I see
on the
it.
maps.
What the fuck?
I guess
and then-
a good question to ask about this, because we got 5 of us and 2 of y'all are in Texas, or is it
Yeah.
3? Wait, Dust, where
2.
where are you?
Dust is East Coast. I know that much.
Easy's okay.
I think
Like-
I think he's like a Philly boy.
Me and Dust are the only East. Wait, doesn't? Wait.
I'm East too. I'm East.
Yeah,
too.
you're East Coast too.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot.
he's Southeast. He's a Florida man.
I'm
He's
a
a
Florida man. I'm a man that lives in Florida. That's my
Let's
term.
clarify that for everybody watching
Clarify,
this.
not a Florida man, a man that
There
lives
is
in
a
Florida.
difference.
Yes.
There's a difference.
He's a man that lives in Florida, not a Florida
but-
man. There's a difference.
Yeah. So back to what I was trying to say. Because you guys are Texans, what is something that you guys can talk about and discuss about that is like the craziest thing or experience you've had living in Texas?
The craziest experience having like lived in Texas. I think the craziest thing, just for knowing Texas in general, is how fucking huge it is, and how like there's different, like we got desert and we got swamps on different ends of the state. And I know for anybody like in California, like there's mountains and then there's desert and then there's beach. Like
There's
yeah,
actually weather.
yes, this is, but
Whoa.
But I think one of the crazy, I don't really know if I've had any crazy experiences. Oh, other than thunderstorms in the panhandle. So in Texas, if you go like to the northwest part of it, there's a
Mhm.
little like panhandle section. I guess most people would consider that like above from like Lubbock and up. And
Mhm.
if you've ever driven through a thunderstorm in that area, it is both beautiful and terrifying.
Oh my god.
How terrifying.
It has hurricane force winds because there's no trees blocking the wind. The wind can go up to like 60 miles an hour there, 60, 70 miles an hour, which I
Right.
mean isn't a whole lot. Like if feel like you're comparing it to a hurricane, but it's still powerful. Because I know there's hurricanes that go up to like 100-mile-an-hour winds, which is insane. But compared to like here, where I think the most we've had was maybe like 30 in a normal thunderstorm, the most, they get 60, 75 mile an hour winds up there. And I saw a like an RV trailer, right?
Mhm.
Knocked over on the side of the highway from the winds.
Oh shit.
Like it pushed the trailer over.
Wow.
And what was crazy is in front of us, like if I looked out the front of the car, it was clear. Like it was bright, it was sunny, and it looked great. I couldn't see like 5 feet behind the car. Like I looked out the back of the car and I couldn't see like 5 feet because it was that dark in some sections. And then the clouds would have like this weird blue, orange, red, or around them. Actually, I have a photo, and I call it like the gates to hell. Hang on, let me go get my phone real quick and then send it to y'all.
All right.
Man's gotta get up.
Yeah, that's interesting. But a fucking tornado. Like, I don't really get tornado. We're just fucking hurricanes. That's all it's in Florida.
Alright.
It's damn
Same.
floods and hurricanes, like, I swear.
Alright, so let me go ahead and find
The
that.
life of an Eastern person, like.
What?
It's just like, I was saying that it's just full of hurricanes and flooding from rain. Like, that's, like, the humidity here is so fucking terrible. Like, that it just gets so humid. And then I get, like, it's just, you get sweaty immediately when you leave the damn house. Like, it's like, you may have AC on, but when you come out in the summertime, it's like, you just get sweaty out of nowhere. Like, you didn't feel that shit. It's so crazy.
There you go. Alright. Oh, boy. There it is.
Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the thunderstorms you get up in the Panhandle.
You wanna know what that looks like?
Looks like the gates to hell. That's why I haven't.
But it looks like the scene in Endgame with all the portals open.
Oh yeah,
God.
I actually see
I can just hear the music while thinking
Dude,
back.
you're experiencing fucking Endgame right there, dude. Thanos would be on the
Bro,
right
I'm
right now.
literally 20 feet from where Endgame was, my guy, getting gas. That's why
you
we're
could've
driving.
watched live action version, bro.
Dude,
Bro, Captain America's just like standing behind that bush. Like, oh, just a bush.
Ant-Man comes out of nowhere, and then all the like.
Ant-Man just drops down or something.
I didn't even think of that. Actually, holy shit, it's actually really accurate. But yeah, no, that basically followed us all the way to Lubbock, and there would be moments like that where it was just like the blue, like in the top right, that blue would be everywhere in the sky, or it would be like a dark blue. It was the craziest experience I've had, like driving through Texas.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
it sounds a lot like the Panhandle.
Yeah, it is the Panhandle. Yeah, I would figure Frosty would have more of that experience since he's actually closer to it. I think.
Well, yeah, Frosty, do you have anything that like you've experienced or some shit like that's like that in living in Texas?
Well, the only thing is that when I was on vacation, I was driving from where I live to Jacksonville, Texas, and on our way to Tyler, we see, or like I wake up and I see like this car zooming past all the traffic, like, and at first I thought he was like in a rush or something, but then I see fucking cops his ass, so that dude was up to something. And then he ended up going on the other side of the freeway too. So he went back towards Dallas. I couldn't find anything on what was happening, but that's probably the craziest I could get to.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've had some crazy experiences on road trips. I mean, that's technically a road trip, is what that was.
Road trips do be creepy sometimes. Like I've had some experiences.
You guys had
with
creepy
that
road
shit.
trips? I never had one. My
Never,
road
like,
trips are usually fun.
You never went into a road trip and had bad weather, like going to a different state or something?
Yeah,
or, I mean,
I usually go in the summertime in like a different country. So,
wait, really?
Yes.
Oh wait, where do you go to usually?
Turkey.
Oh,
that's
really?
where I'm from.
Wait, are you like were you born in Turkey? Or,
no, I was not. My mom and dad were. I was born here, but we go there to visit our family over there.
Nice.
Yeah,
like I'm Puerto Rican, but I wasn't born in Puerto Rico, but I go there like on vacation.
I know. Well, he said he's from Turkey, so I'm like, oh, he was born.
I have
there.
like a little percent blood.
Well,
I was going to be born there because I was the unexpected baby my mom was having. She only wanted 2 kids, but I showed up.
Yeah, maybe like that.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Damn.
But well, actually, since you have family over in another country, I don't have that at all. What would you say would be different, like between like Turkey and America? Because I would imagine there's some differences.
The weather, of course, because you got to get used to it. Jet lag.
Jet lag.
The culture there, because I'm not fluent in Turkish. My parents are and my sister, but I was not. They never taught me. I usually went to school here, and I would always ask my mom, like, can you speak to this man for me? Because I don't know what to say. Like, I want to buy this. The money's different. Like, if something here cost $100, it would be 1,000 in that.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
and they
you
actually
said
have like
weather. So what do you mean by the weather there? Like, what is like? Is it bad or something?
It's sometimes it does rain, but it usually does not. Like it'll be like once.
It
It's
feels-
always hot. Always hot.
Are you
okay.
closer to the Mediterranean or are you closer to like
Mediterranean side.
Okay, that makes sense. That
Yeah,
would make sense with the
Mediterranean side.
weather.
Mhm.
Because I know the Mediterranean usually has like a very
Because if you
stable
kind of look on the
climate.
map, Turkey's kinda on the equator, like some of it, not all of it.
It is not on the equator.
Is it? Last time I checked on a map, I'm retarded. All right.
The equator, dude. The equator goes through like South America and part of Africa.
Oh, it's all the way down there.
Yes, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was
Like where
more
the
up. I
jungles
thought it was
are.
more up. I'm retarded.
No, actually,
No.
Turkey is lined up exactly with New Jersey. Like, look at my
Yeah.
stream real quick. Like,
Holy,
look.
oh god, I just realized that.
Yeah, look. Like, if we go to Istanbul right here, right?
That's where my father's from.
And New Jersey, it's like a perfect line directly across to Istanbul.
Oh yeah, it
Yep,
is.
that's where my father's from, right there.
Yeah. I mean, by that logic, then I
Well,
guess Houston would be closer to freaking.
The plane rides
Yeah.
are the best.
Oh
all right,
god.
the plane rides are the best because it's 11 hours. You get free food, and there's movies all the time that you can watch.
Oh, dude, European like I went on a European airline once because I guess I think Istanbul is technically in Europe. I'm not sure like how they categorize that.
It's kind of there. It's
Well, because I know
it's
Turkey.
mainly mainly it's part
Asia?
of Asia. It's mainly part of Asia.
Right. Well, because I think Turkey is one of those weird countries where it's like part Europe and Asia. It's the same way with like
Yeah.
Russia.
Mhm.
And I think it's like Egypt. I think Egypt is like Africa, and then I guess the Suez the Suez Canal thing probably makes this part Asia. So it's one of those weird like half and half countries is what I call it.
But still, the airlines had the like weirdest commercials.
Really?
Yeah, hold on. I'll come back to that. You guys talk.
Well, I remember while we were on the topic of like airlines and all that, whenever I went to because I actually went to Ireland for a week back when I was like 5th grade.
How was that?
It was interesting. Euros to the US dollar, it's like I think it was like $1 was like maybe 82 cents over in Europe. Something like that.
I don't know
Oh,
why
damn.
pounds are expensive.
Pounds are more expensive. I don't know. That's just
All right.
British. It's just British people.
Back with-
If anybody's British watching this, I'm
British.
sorry, but
Bitch.
I'm not.
How
at the same
dare
time.
you?
Oh, dude.
But
I once was available to go to Ireland one time for
Really?
school because our school's like a performing arts school. So basically, all the band majors, all the guitar majors, chorus majors, like orchestra.
wait, are you in a magnet school?
I am in a magnet school. Yeah, I am
Okay.
What the hell's
So,
a magnet
okay.
school?
I'm
What?
not
Yeah, what is
traditional.
that?
So magnet school is basically when you audition to get to like a high school, and then instead of being
Yeah.
a traditional and being around there in the location, so I had to audition to get a major in that school in order to be there because like I'm like 2 to 3 hours away from my house.
It's basically like a young trade school in a sense.
Is it better
Yeah.
than a trade school or?
Well, I mean, it's for people that aren't qualified for trade school. So like magnet schools, usually we have a science one in Houston, and I'm sure we have a fine arts one somewhere, but it specializes in a certain field typically. So you'll have a science one, and that's where like your kids that want to be like engineers or
Fine.
Oh, so it's like a tech school
chemists and
then.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. So, and then the same thing goes for like fine arts. Like if you want to be a musician, if you want to be an artist, if you want to be a drama person, so on. I'm not sure. No, I think film. Do they do film?
They
for
have
performing
film
arts?
there. They do have film
They do
over
have
there.
film.
Well, film
Um,
appreciation or something.
Like film art, like you could like it's like for people who want to become like
movie directors and
movie
cameramen and
director
stuff.
and yeah, that kind of stuff, or acting
Yeah.
and shit like that. For me,
I
my
hate
school
acting.
my school experience was I did a private Catholic school till 3rd grade from pre-K, and then when I moved to Florida, around 9 or 10, I like went to a regular public school. and the tradition, like the transition to that was so difficult because they never really teach you a lot more than they do in public schools when you start off in the beginning of the year, like first grade to third, because when they go there, they're like, oh, you should know this by like first grade, but we never really learned this because they only give a brief of math and science, but the main class that they teach you is religion because you're learning about the Bible and all that kind of stuff. So you don't really learn that much about math and science because that's not the most important thing about the school.
So, is it mainly a Christian type school, or is there other religion?
It's a Catholic school. Like it's like high above Christian like school. But for me, like I would say I'm a Christian, but of course I'm in a Catholic family, so I still believe in my God and all that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't be the biggest. But I believe in Jesus. That's like the main thing that it's like being a Christian. It's like you believe in your God and all that kind of stuff. So, like, I might not be the highest of like knowing the Bible, having all these quotes from it, and doing my praise and all that. But I believe in Him, so it's like
that's pretty much the same situation with me as far as religion goes. But anyways, I don't know how we went from European Airlines to religion. But,
I was gonna talk back that, but then
we're talking, so it's working.
The commercials there. So they had tons of commercials. You can probably find them on YouTube. The first one I saw, they had two famous guests on there. It was Kobe Bryant and Messi.
Oof.
Okay.
Yep, they were on there, and it was this kid that wanted to get his soccer ball signed. He first saw Kobe Bryant, but then he sees in the bag, he sees Messi, and they try what's it called? Show which kid who is like the better one, like at doing stuff like card building and all that, tricks with their hands and feet. It was just, and then at the end,
look at my screen right now. Look at my screen. I just pulled it up.
Yep, that's the first one right there. There it is. Oh, it was Messi in the front, and then Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
We'll add a clip on this in the video.
We'll add a clip of it, and then, but I guess that was just basically the whole thing.
And then they had some normal commercials, and then they added, what was that one magic dude on Vine?
Magic dude? Oh, what was his name? I think he's on TikTok. I don't know that for sure.
He was mainly on Vine though. King, wasn't it King something?
Oh, King
not Vash, no.
No, not King Vash. It's the other dude, Vac King or something. Zach King.
Zach King.
Zach King.
Zach King.
He was on Turkish Airlines. I'm just like, what?
He does like those illusion kind of magic stuff where it makes you think like it's happening, but there's actually.
Wait, here you go. Safety video? Was it a safety? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a safety video. Yep, safety video.
Wait, hang on. Turkish
they
Airlines
had a Lego movie safety video.
I saw that one.
Oh my!
Wait, I need to look this up too.
That's awesome.
No, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I was so confused.
I want to watch the.
Dude, I don't go on airplanes that much, but now I want to go on it.
They give you everything you need. They give you like slippers, socks, a blanket, a small pillow. I still have the small pillow because it's a free pillow.
You gotta take the free pillow. You can't.
I know. Yeah, they give you toothbrush, toothpaste. You can ask for like drinks anytime you want. Food. They sometimes recommend snacks.
I mean, I don't know about COVID anymore. I don't know.
No, probably not.
They give you free COVID.
They give you free COVID.
I know they don't do that on airlines now because whenever I flew up to Indiana, to go see my girlfriend in March, and they do not give out any foods and drinks on the airlines. You have to get them beforehand.
Airplanes don't.
So you have to buy it at the little like lounge area.
Yes, but the great thing is that now I can bring Panda Express onto the airline if I wanted to, and just eat that on the way back home.
Yeah, and shove it in people's face like, haha, I have food.
Exactly.
Loser. You gotta bring your own food.
Exactly, dude.
That's why they have food stands there now. You just gotta get your own food before you go on the plane.
When we were talking about school, I was the only Turk in school. Me and my brother were the only ones.
So y'all are kind of the outliers.
Yeah, we were so confused, but it was the best because we know some of our native language, and we could just like talk about it, and people are like, "What the hell are they saying?"
Oh, dude, that's honest. To be honest,
it's the best if you do.
To be honest, my mom wanted to learn Gaelic.
What's that?
Gaelic.
That is the native language in Ireland and Scotland. Now there's Scottish
Gaelic?
Gaelic. Yes, there's Scottish Gaelic and there's Gaelic. They're two different languages. They are two different things.
Gaelic.
Yeah, I know it sounds funny, but that's actually.
I want to
think
learn
about it
the
too much. Don't think
Gaelic.
about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Try
it's-
not to.
But no, I know because that's the exact reason why my parents wanted to do that. Was the reason like what Gator did with his brother. Like that's why
That's
my mom
hilarious.
wanted to do that. I was gonna talk about my trip to Ireland though, and basically Ireland is pretty much green, cows, sheeps, and tea.
Typical. The
Like
typical
very
Ireland.
much so. I will say though, this is stereotypical, but their French fries are the best I've ever had.
Really?
And yes, I know it's Irish, and I know there's potatoes, but it is
Potato.
literally the best I've ever had was in Ireland.
I just
They
don't
have the
like
freshest
the European
potatoes.
side tea. We, as a Turk, we do drink tea, but we don't add milk. We don't. I think it's disgusting.
Thank God.
They put milk in their
haven't-
tea. I thought it was just like water and then a tea
No,
bag or some shit.
No, I've never had milk in my tea. I think
Oh,
that's
I
just
always know it's water
Then
and
that's
just put a
what-
tea bag
I
in
thought
it.
it was most because people add milk in their tea, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? It's
I
like
don't-
chicken and waffles.
That
They
is
don't go together.
nasty. They think it's coffee. That's different. Like coffee, you
no,
can put
that's
milk or
British.
water. but
I
mean,
don't.
like,
Wait, what actually do that? Who does that actually?
the
tea
damn
and
Americans probably.
milk.
It's
It's supposed to
dumb.
make it creamier. No,
Tea
damn
and
Californian
milk.
people probably do that
What
shit.
is? Hang on. Where was like the idea?
New York. What?
New York does it.
New York does
Man,
it. What?
I get it. As,
you
what's it
people out
called?
there
Like,
gotta fix your shit, man. I swear.
have you all drank? Have you all drank pearl tea? Not pearl tea. Boba tea.
But in
Boba,
Ireland,
I don't never tried boba, but my sister
Oh,
does.
basically, they do have a thing called milk tea. It's their type of thing, but it's actually pretty good. Boba, I would recommend.
But
but,
ain't the boba the one with the black balls and all that shit?
Yeah.
Is it like
But
a gummy?
It's
or
like
whatever?
something like that.
Mm.
I don't know what it is. Just people say it's a gummy, but it's like something. You have to try it yourself to understand.
like
Tadpoles.
what's a gummy?
The boba, like boba tea, the little boba.
Yeah.
What if they're secretly just black frog eggs?
Bruh. They're just bigger caviar.
Bubble.
Mm, protein.
But no, there's something else actually in Ireland that I really enjoyed.
There are a lot
Um,
of pubs.
Yes, there were a lot of pubs actually.
There gotta be a lot of pubs, duh.
Are we talking like every corner there's a pub, or
There was 2 blocks from the bed and breakfast we were
I bet if you
staying
go on
at.
Google Maps right now and you put in pubs, then it's gonna like have a bunch of them on.
Oh
the same
yeah, yeah.
area.
Let's zoom into Dublin real quick. All right,
Isn't
let's
that
zoom
like
into
the famous
Dublin.
Your
area?
ass is gonna have so
Pub.
many
That's
pubs, dude.
that is the most populous town in the capital of Ireland.
Just put in pub and then you'll find not
Yeah,
that much.
and there's
Not
more
what
that
I
aren't even
expected, but
listed, and there's a ton more that aren't even listed.
There's a whole row. of
these are the
them.
most
That's-
famous ones?
Yeah, but I remember I was in we always ate dinner at the pub that was like 2 blocks from our bed and breakfast in Dublin. And the whole time we were there was this thing called certs. It was always on the radio.
Mhm.
And cert is basically the Irish version of the SAT, to give you an idea.
Yeah.
So what certs is it's like the SAT. They have a grade point score. You take a test and all that. But the difference is that depending on the score you got, this is the profession that the government will pay for.
Damn.
So like, let's say you got a score enough for the medical field, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, you can go anything medical field and below.
Will it have like a list? of-
Yeah. There'll be a list.
Okay.
And I think there might be something higher than that, but I'm not 100% sure. But we were I don't know the point system. I didn't look it up because I was like 10 whenever we went over there. But we were at a pub and we actually met up with the family. It was a guy and like his 2 kids. The daughter wanted to be in the medical field, but she ended up getting law enforcement. She was a bit lower on the scale, and she got into law enforcement.
The son got the medical field, didn't he?
And so, actually, the son got something else, but I'll get onto that in a minute.
Okay.
So she went to forensics, which is like the nice middle ground. So you can like, weave your way through the BS of the test and get to where you want to go. The son got journalism, and which I think is like really low on the scale.
Jeez.
And so because he sounded from what my dad can remember, because again I was 10 and I didn't really care. It was like he was very sad. Like it was a big sigh, like journalism. And that's what he ended up doing.
Pain.
That sounds interesting.
Ireland's actually a really interesting place. It's a lot of history in it. It's actually where I saw the oldest building I've ever seen.
Really?
It's called the oldest one I've seen. And it was called the Glendalough Tower. And back in like the medieval ages and stuff, Vikings would raid Ireland and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was one civilization that built just a giant round tower.
Yeah.
And whenever the Vikings raided, they all ran into the tower and they closed the door behind them. You dropped the ladder or picked it up, I think, and closed the door. The problem was there was no way out. And so they basically all died in there. But I think it was built in like 900 AD, which is the oldest thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
One other thing about Dublin is the roads are like super narrow, like ridiculously narrow. Yeah, because it was the 1920s and cars weren't super large in like the outer areas. And a lot of people drive manual. They don't even drive automatics.
I think we can agree that America basically has the straightest roads and like mostly all of it. And it's more than in other countries, because I don't really see that many countries that really have like straight roads. They're usually like hills and shit.
Yeah, they usually go around like the landscapes and all that.
Like even Puerto Rico, when I went to Puerto Rico one time, like holy shit, their roads were so there was like hills and even like we were on the edge of a mountain one time trying to get to another area, because there's not even like that many perfect roads. Most of it's all dirt and grass and stuff like that, and you just gotta follow your way and make sure you don't fall off a cliff and all that shit.
But there is one spot in Dublin that I thought was hilarious, especially as like an American. I thought it was hilarious to see.
Was it Shred's Pizza?
No, it was not. It was I think I showed you Shard. I don't know if I showed anybody else, but it was called Hillbilly. Yeah, I think this is it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you showed me this.
I showed you all this. I don't know
Hillbilly
if I showed
Town.
Yes, it's literally just enough. Imagine like the rooster from Looney Tunes having a restaurant, and this is what it is. I don't know why.
Really?
It'd be funny if
I'm
rooster was
not
like the
even
mascot.
kidding. Burgers, fried chicken, everything.
Man, I feel like I'm in America already.
It does look good. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it looks good. I don't know why
they probably make American food better than America. Like,
well, they make the French fries are definitely way better in Ireland.
Oh,
like 100%.
Look at them fries.
Of course, because it's potatoes. So you guys know.
Jeez,
known for
dude,
potatoes.
literally, it's like crispy inside, and then it just melts in your mouth on the inside. It's ridiculous. I absolutely, I loved it. But let's see. Why can't it wait? Hang on, let me just exit out.
I feel like a country has something as they're known for.
A lot of countries have their own things, like
British is tea, Ireland is potatoes,
Japan is anime titties. I mean,
America's obesity.
I was gonna say sushi, but okay.
I was gonna say samurai.
No, that's Cali. Cali's like sushi all the way. They always
because actually a lot of the sushi was made in.
No, Cali is probably gorgeous.
Dude, sushi is awesome.
Cali is sushi and In-N-Out. That's like
yes.
Texas
is. We're not even doing countries. We're just doing.
It wouldn't even be like. It wouldn't be like Disneyland.
I guess we're doing states at this point.
I don't.
Disneyland does not even consider anymore. So like fucking Cali.
For the east side, for us, it's Wawa.
Yeah, for y'all, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Me and Dust, no.
Hey, I know
Wawa
too, fucker.
boy. Wawa.
The greatest hoagies that you can get over here.
I'm gonna be honest. There's like 5 fucking Wawas like all around my street.
Because
I don't-
you're not mainly like the east. You're down south.
What are you talking about? Just because I'm on the bottom does not mean I'm in the. I'm not part of the east. You dumb shit, dude. I'm still in the east.
You're still in the east.
You know what they have that they
But
have
you're not in
in
the
Central that I wish
east,
they have
you-
here?
you're-
White Castle. They don't have that shit. Well, we got crystals. We have fucking crystals.
They don't
in
have a White
fucking
Castle
East,
there?
dude. No, there's no White
I
Castle
never had
anywhere
White
at
Castle.
all.
What's a
They
what's a
have,
White Castle?
they have a thing
It's
called
a restaurant.
crystals.
It's like fast food.
Isn't that
It's
like
a-
the first restaurant ever?
So basically in Chicago,
so.
there's a place called White Castle. It's almost like they have like these tiny burgers that are like almost like a box shaped tiny burger, and they have good
For
fries
pretty
and
cheap.
all that kind of stuff. And but it's really good. But instead of that in East they have fucking one called Crystals, and it's shittier than White Castle. Like White Castle is like superior to that,
Dang, I have like 5 over here.
but it's retarded. I wish I never moved from Chicago, dude. I swear. Chicago,
I wanna go
know
to New
has
Orleans.
the best food. I'm gonna say that much. Like they got some good pizza, good hot dogs.
Nothing
I'll
beats
say-
New York pizza.
I'll say Chicago
has-
never beats Vienna beef. Everyone can love Vienna beef. It's just the rule is no ketchup
Yeah.
on hot dog. That's
New,
like the
New
rule.
York pizza, though, on the other hand.
Bitch, you
New
got
York-
that soggy triangle slices. I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
White Castle was the
We got
first
that
ever.
deep dish, bitch. You can't copy that shit.
New
I thought
York
that
is
was- I thought that
pretty
was
good.
Detroit. I thought that was like the Detroit deep dish.
No, it's Chicago. Chicago deep dish is
What's
like
the what's the Detroit style?
Detroit.
Then?
I think they are pizza, but they're not like
They have a
the-
pizza style.
they don't.
They
I
do.
don't
It's
know.
They're not
something.
the
It's,
best
we gotta look it
pizzas.
up.
I know that for sure.
Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look
Isn't
it up.
The only-
Texas is known for their barbecue?
Yeah,
barbecue.
brisket mainly. Mainly the brisket.
It is
Brisket.
amazing.
Mainly. Or either that or the slow roasting. Because a lot of barbecue in Texas is roasted or smoked very slow. Like it takes
Yeah,
a
don't you
long
guys like
time
have
to flavor it.
mainly smokers, right?
Yes, we have
Wow.
a lot. And but you know how long it takes sometimes?
Oh, that takes a long time.
How long do you think it takes? How long do you think it takes?
For
3
are we talking
hours?
No, not 3 hours. Probably 2 days.
Mm.
Not 2 days. That's not that long. I mean, maybe some places, but not usually. Not usually that long. The most I think that I've heard of is maybe like 15 hours. Smoked,
Oh.
like smoked for 15
But
hours.
it
usually.
is the best
Oh.
you can probably get.
Usually that's just to get the flavor in. Usually, I'm
Mm.
not sure about Frosty because I mean Frosty said that there's some good barbecue places up where he's at, but I'm not. I've never been been there.
You're not in the general barbecue area type.
Oh no, Texas is all barbecue. But
Yeah.
I mean, unless you go to like Beaumont, and then that's maybe Cajun food.
All I know
which
is that
still
Florida
good.
just copies shit. That we don't have our own unique food. To be honest.
Well, I mean, if you go to Miami, you mainly get like a Cuban style.
They
food.
probably like the steaks. The steaks are good in certain places, but I mean, like,
I've-
there's not really
You
a
guys got
very
Disney.
unique-
You guys got Disney.
Dude,
and
you know what-
Universal.
Yeah, we
You know
got
what I-
gift shops. That's what the fuck we have. That's what.
Gift shop.
Florida is
like-
basically just gift shop.
Go to Orlando, you're gonna find a gift shop with a Mickey Mouse that's not even like official Mickey Mouse. It's like some like painting that some little kid.
It's
drew on
Mookie
or
Mouse.
something.
I will say
Monkey.
one of the most
It's
beautiful
monkey.
one of the most beautiful sunsets I have seen was in Florida. I will not. I'm not
Sunsets
gonna
in the
shit on
beach
that.
of Florida are really good. I like going to Clearwater because the sand in there, it's like very fluffy and.
You
and-
know
and
where,
comfortable and shit like that.
Yeah, I actually went to somewhere south of that, but actually quite a bit south. You might have heard of it, Shark. I don't know because you're the only Florida resident in this call.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Sanibel, Florida, before?
Yes, I have heard of that. Yeah, I heard of it.
Have you ever been there before?
I believe my mom did for a visit with McDonald's, but I don't believe that I've been there myself. I've been to like the only places that I've been for were like Venice Beach, Jacksonville, Orlando, Clearwater, St. Pete. Not Miami. I've never been to Miami before actually.
The only
But
time I
that's-
went to Miami was for like cruise. For, like,
but
a
I know
cruise, and that
Miami's
was it.
big over there, and it's like
Yeah.
it's almost like a Las Vegas for us, basically.
I mean, I
Because
suppose so.
it's like partying. It's basically just partying and shit. A lot of
Yeah.
people would just like party and the night like that's like kind of like what mostly happens in Miami. Tampa, it's like it's very peaceful. Nothing really fucking
Yeah.
happens in Tampa. It's like just like either like some sort of protest or any traffic like car trafficking, like car accidents or whatever. But that's basically it. There's nothing really that happens around here. But in Orlando, it's just like all gift shops and all that kind of stuff. But it's fun though. It's fun to go to Orlando sometimes. Like for me, it's like I just feel like I live here, so it's like it's not a big deal. But everyone when they go there, it just feels like it's like feels like they're in heaven, and I'm just like I don't know.
But no, I was in Sanibel, I was on Sanibel Island one night, and I can say this much: it is one of the best sunsets I've ever seen. And the weird thing is that whole beach was just lined with seashells. Like every single square inch was seashell. Like I'm not even bullshitting.
Oh yeah, seashells are like common around the beaches.
Yeah. And I know that in Sanibel, if there's nothing in the shell, then legally you can just pick it up and take it home with you. I know that's on Sanibel. I don't know about everywhere else in Florida.
Oh yeah, because I know there's rules, right?
But I know in Sanibel it is.
Shells you can't take
as long as there's nothing like living in them.
Yeah, because they're like it's for because peace. Don't let them, don't interrupt them, and all that shit, and you can't take it with you. The best places that I've been to, that had the best sunsets were one is in Siesta Key, is where they got beach houses, and they have a lot of nice beach houses. And when you go there, it's like the backyard is literally the beach. You go outside, you just jump into the sand, and then you're already there by the beach. And they have sunsets. And in Clearwater, they have more of hotels. So you can like get a hotel or a condo, and then you just live there, and then you can see the sunset every day when like you get to your apartment and all that. And that's like where usually the rich people live and all that kind of stuff. So, but the beaches is nice with sunsets and all that. I've had multiple sunburns because I forget to put lotion or sunscreen on and all that. So that's why I'm not a very big beach person, but I'm learning. I'm learning sunscreen and all that. Still pale than ever. So
I'm definitely getting more of a tan now.
Speaking of the beach, I remember. Of course, I have to do it in Turkey because that's where I mainly go.
For sure.
So there's this area in Turkey called Didin. It's mainly known for their beaches, because it's on the Mediterranean Sea. It's physically right there. And so there's this little boardwalk, and at the end of the boardwalk, there's these boats. It's for some fishers and all that, but some of them are party boats.
Okay.
And we always go on them because it's pretty cheap. For one person, you can probably find the cheapest one for probably $20.
Oh, okay.
For each person. And they don't last for like 5 minutes. They last for like about 5 hours.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because they usually have places that they stop and then you get to like jump off, swim a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they have some parties, they put on music, you can dance and all that. They do give you food, but you can bring your own.
Okay.
And one time, I remember there's this, we went on a different one. We don't go on our usual one. We went on a different one. And the captain and all that, they were mainly, instead of like the calm and chill one, they were the party ones. This one was a pirate boat theme. Like, it was a physically like pirate boat.
Okay.
And so, I was just sitting down, chilling, getting a tan, of course, because what else are you supposed to do? And I just see the dude climb all the way on top of the crow's nest, and he just doesn't stop on the crow's nest. He gets on the tippy top.
Oh, like the little like point at the very end.
Yeah, and he just starts dancing. I'm just like, why? Just why?
That is the example of I guess I don't know if I could say this on the podcast, but that is big dick energy right there. I'm not even
exactly.
I'm not sure if I can say that.
We can say that. We could definitely big dick energy.
Well, I was just so confused.
Pirates is like now you mentioned pirates, it's like I noticed that Florida, we're really common with fucking pirates. That's something unique to us, to be honest. We literally have a pirate ship on the by the seas. And
so many pirate themed stuff.
Literally, our football team in Tampa is called the fucking Buccaneers. I mean, like we have Tom Brady, dude, and all that shit. So I mean, and Gronkowski, and all that shit. So, I mean,
actually, speaking of, while we're on the topic of pirates, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I know Blackbeard, like, existed and all that. And I think he was at did he go to I think he was in like Nassau or something, which is like the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. And wait, actually, hold on. Wait, he died in North Carolina?
What?
What?
Oh, Eastern game.
North Carolina. What the heck? Cause of death, killed in action, stab wounds, and gunshot wounds.
I guess other pirates got him.
Probably.
Arg.
But yeah, he was pretty much the Pirate of the Caribbean. Like the main one at least.
It was Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Apparently his real name was Edward Teach.
Yes. Yeah. I looked it up right now too. Edward Teach.
Edward Teach?
Apparently, he was only a pirate for 2 years. He wasn't even a pirate that long.
Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Blackbeard was only a pirate for
2 years, and everyone knows his name.
He's most common.
Wait, who was the most feared pirate? Yeah,
Jack Sparrow.
Early most famous buccaneer on the list, and probably the most terrifying. Blackbeard had a reputation of horrific magnitude. So I guess he just did a lot of like terrifying. Like he would go beyond what. Yeah, well, I mean, I imagine all of them did that, but I mean, as far as most terrifying, I guess he did the most horrendous shit whenever he was a pirate.
The rebel, he's like the crazy one or something.
Yeah, and that's probably why he's recognized and like he's so famous. And plus, there's probably like.
Sorry, continue. My bad.
No, I mean that was pretty much it.
I was gonna say like it's weird that about pirates, like cowboys and all that shit. Like I know we hear briefly like that they've actually appeared in real life and all that stuff, and it actually happened. But it's so weird to me that these things sound so fictional that I can't really see this as like an actual real thing, that people live like this, like Western and pirates and oceans and all that. I keep thinking they're like more of just stories that people have brought it into like more of the more into like into the audience and all that stuff, that it makes it sound like it's real. But to me, it just sounds like they're just stories that were never real and
that were passed on through generations.
Yeah, like that's like what I think of like how pirates and cowboys are. Like astronauts, that's real because there's actually been astronauts and
I blame video. I blame I mainly blame freaking Peter Pan for the pirates thing, because the first thing I hear of is Captain Hook flying with a flying boat. I'm like, that's not
Yeah, now they really Disney want to fucking like I get it. They're trying to make it more peaceful than the actual stories, because Peter Pan was not a nice kid back in the actual real story. And Cinderella and Pocahontas.
Have you heard of the you've heard of the Grimm brothers before, right? Yeah, they were the original authors of most fairy tales in Western like culture.
Yeah, Disney did not come with that shit up like that.
Dude, that shit was dude. They lived in Germany near the Black Forest, which is like I'm pretty sure they lived here on Grimm. Brothers Grimm. That's what it was. All right, Brothers Grimm.
Yeah, they were not nice people.
Academics origin.
Just imagine having the name.
Even mermaids, like I even thought about that. Like they like to persuade mermaids as like a peaceful princess in the ocean. But
and then there's sirens that like crash your boat and shit.
I mean, I feel like that did happen because right now we only discovered 3% of the ocean.
It's honestly crazy that we don't know much about the ocean.
I would expect us to know a lot about the ocean, especially where like
we only discovered by now. We only discovered 3% of it, so
we should have that damn technology that we can get that much oxygen. We can go up to space. I don't think it will be that hard to go down in fucking water to go to the very bottom of the ocean.
It is pretty hard because all that pressure would crush you like a flat can.
There's a ton of pressure the more you go down. The lower you go down towards the core, especially in water.
But shouldn't they have
Because
the strength to like make that a certain strong thing to keep it like make sure the pressure doesn't affect
Some
it or
of it,
whatever?
but
I mean,
it didn't go fully down.
I mean, they
Yeah.
make submarines, but they can't go all the way down. Like,
Yeah.
there's actually
To the
what was
dark-
the
They can only go
deepest
to like the dark zone.
deepest-
There's more.
They should go on fucking
Deepest,
creative and then cover it
um,
all with blocks and then just like
So,
use a sponge.
deepest submarine dive. Let's see. The deepest submarine dive was researched. Let's see, Italian built deep diving research. Let's see, recorded depth of 35,000 feet at Challenger's Deep in the Mariana Trench near Guam. So that's the deepest part of the ocean. But
Oh,
I
the
don't know what, like,
Mariana
deepest
Trench is
manned-
the deepest. God.
deepest manned submarine, because I think that was just like a piloted drone or something for like the
Wow.
37 feet. Deepest man. No, apparently that was the deepest manned. How deep can a manned submarine go? The Navy can doesn't submerge deeper than.
I fear the ocean.
Me too.
Yeah, with
Like
all the
I fear
mutated
like
fish.
big things in the ocean, like coming at me. I hate that.
I'm gonna be
Have
honest.
you
like,
seen
I
you
haven't
know
really
what's
been terrified of that much.
Have you seen the video where like have you seen the photos of where that whale? Have you heard about the whale that beached up? Like
No.
it was a while
Yeah.
ago, and it was torn in half. Half of it was
Dude.
gone. Like let me look it up real quick. Whale.
Because
You
we
heard
don't
about
know.
a whale? Imagine the fucking megalodon. That shit like
That's
back
what-
in the,
That's what they're saying. Like caused it.
Maybe, but I feel like megalodons are more bigger. It probably would have ate that thing.
no,
and
yeah,
probably
megalodons are
or-
bigger than anything in the fucking ocean, dude. I swear.
Nah.
the only big thing recorded is the blue whale, right?
Yeah, how big? Let's see. Blue
Of course,
whale.
because they just say like
dies.
that megalodon is like that. That's what they say is like the myth or
Okay,
whatever, because it's like the biggest shark ever, but it was never shown. Like, or I guess
The
there
megalodons
stories-
were real.
Dawn.
Megalodons
No,
were.
They were real. They might still be real. I'm not certain, but
Might,
don't.
megalodons did exist during like the dinosaur era and all that.
Mhm.
Megalodon size versus blue whale. There we go. That's
Ma-
right.
like I'm
18
so much
meters.
into my character
Wow.
that I'm like I would commit to go to a Shark Tank. I don't care. I'll go in a shark cage. I want to see
So
the great whites.
a megalodon is shorter than a blue whale,
Mm.
but not by much.
But
Oh, they're
they're more
shorter?
ferocious than a whale, right?
Well, I mean, yeah.
They're
It's
more
literally-
they're more of a predator than like a prey. The probably than a
Imagine
whale.
just a great white, just it's XXL.
You turn around and then you just see a black hole and you realize, oh, that's his mouth, and then you're eating.
Oh wow.
Why does that remind me of that
Just get
SpongeBob episode?
Alaska bullworm, is that what you were thinking of?
Yeah,
I just get Alaska bullwormed.
that's not the worm. That's his
Alaska
tongue.
bullworm. Fucking. Dude,
But,
I would freak out if that shit was real. Imagine the Alaskan bullworm.
Wasn't
Oh,
there a with the actually while I'm thinking of megalodons, wasn't there a movie with like
Mhm.
Jason Statham?
The Meg, I think.
Oh,
Meg?
Yeah.
yeah, dude,
I've
I
seen it.
hate it so
Dude,
much.
that
They
got me.
always ruin shit. Like they ruin shark movies. I can
do you mean?
review on this shit. I'm a critic because I love shark movies, and I'm.
Okay.
I mean,
you.
it's in your name.
It's in my
You
fucking
literally
name.
have Shark
Literally,
Man in
no
your
one can
name.
beat Jaws because Jaws like felt so real even back in the day because of how they project him. Because he was an animatronic when they use him in the ocean, so it made it look like he was a real shark. But now these movies they want to use like low budgets and then they go CGI and all that kind of stuff, and then they do the Sharknado.
Oh yeah, that
They do the
sucks.
shark. Then they do these like mega shark versus giant octopus or some shit, and it's so fucking terrible.
What,
At
Isn't
least
there
it's
like a
like-
movie where it's,
It's
like
actually
a
like
mega
they're
shark?
eating each other and shit like that. That's like the
what
difference.
what shark movie do you think was the worst out of them all?
I
Out
would
of
say
every single one.
like second would be like the mega one, but then there's this other one that was like with what's fucking guy
Sharknado.
that played Nick Fury,
Wait, Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel
yeah.
Jackson. There's like that one movie where he like talks and then he like dies in the middle of his speech or whatever.
I think that was the oh wait, no, that wasn't Meg. That was something else.
you know what I'm talking about though, right? That
Samuel.
movie.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it. Wait, hang
Yeah.
on. Samuel L. Jackson shark movie. Let me see.
Like
You wanna know
I
what-
didn't like
The
that movie, and
Deep
that was like
Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea.
Deep
That
Blue
was the
Sea.
name.
That okay? So Deep Blue Sea, then Mega, the Megalodon with Jason Statham, and then Sharknado. All those Sharknado movies are ass. I fucking hate them.
What do you
Like,
think about
I hate them.
47 meters below?
That one was a good movie. I actually like it because it reminded me like if it was like a Jaws movie. But of course the CGI, it kind of ruined it. But
at
just
least it didn't
because
suck.
they kept
a
it
lot
like it's a human going in a cage and they have to live. They have to survive underwater. That's like an actual real like experience that somebody would actually.
Yeah, you have
know what I mean?
you have cage divers like in
Yeah,
in the ocean.
exactly. So like that would like out of even that one and Deep Blue Sea, like I rather watch 47 meters. That one was actually more real, and then the other one was just like more dramatic shit. Like it was
Because
just,
they're
like,
in a
the
cave.
movie. And not even that. It was just like the movie was just like the acting was bad, like except Samuel Jackson, he was good, but it was just like the movie in general was just not my best taste of shark movies. And then
So-
Jaws cannot be any other shark movie. And then
I have a question. For
Yeah.
you honestly, because you kind of critique all the shark movies.
right.
I'm kind of curious why you put Sharknado as like above Meg and Deep Blue Sea.
That is
and all
true. That CGI was terrible.
No,
Nah,
I'm
I'm-
saying
I'm-
like that it's the worst of all shark movies. Like that's like
Oh,
their series
okay.
itself is the worst. It should be gone from existence. Like it shouldn't be in the history books of
There
shark
was a
movies. Like
great
that's, like,
white
how I
in
feel about it.
space.
I that movie was the epitome of shit posting. Like if movies had
Yeah.
shit posting, that's what Sharknado would be. That is 100% what Sharknado.
Like I know
would
that
be.
in Sharknado, like around the third or fourth movie, I don't know how many, they're just all shit. But
I
one of
don't
them was
even-
like it was in Universal Studios and they had wrestlers in it. And
There was a Sharknado 6.
okay, yeah. So the
There-
one with
no-
Universal Studios that they were
Why?
in and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
That one I just like was very disappointed because even like when they had wrestlers in it, I would expect it to be because I'm a wrestling fan. I would like, oh, I would like this. Nope, the shit's all bad. Like all their movies were bad. Like even like they just kept going and going and going. I'm like, sci-fi. What are you thinking? Why are you letting these people produce this shit? And then it's like, then people still
Wait.
watch this. I don't get it. Like why?
Wait,
and all that
hang
kind
on.
of stuff.
Science
then-
fiction films released by Sci-Fi. Oh, wait. I think this might have just been made to be a shit post.
It probably was. Like they kept going, but they don't stop.
Dude,
Like,
look at some of these, like, the movie images and all this. Like, hang on, let me go back to all.
There was one where they killed a goddamn great white in space, and I hated that as
So
like the
there's-
ending.
There's regular Sharknado.
yeah.
Then there's
Yeah.
then there's the second one. Oh,
Then-
hell no. Then there's this one, which straight up rips off like Avengers and Star Wars. Like, look at
You
this
can
shit.
literally look. You look at the
Straight
damn. You look at the like the picture, and you can tell like yeah, they're just copying it now because it looks like the Force Awakens poster.
Yeah,
right
the
there.
Fourth Awakens. That's
A lot
exactly
of
what
it
it
That's
is.
is.
literally
A lot
the
of
name
movies
of
are
it. See,
becoming
they
that.
That's
copied that
literally
shit.
the
Oh.
name of it. Is the Fourth Awakens.
I think it's just
I'm-
supposed to be like a joke or a comedy movie. I don't know, dude, but
I mean,
can't-
that's basically what it was. It says horror sci-fi, but I doubt that. Like, I 100%
Unless if you have a phobia of sharks, because that is a real thing.
I
that
know
is-
there's
I mean, that
phobia
is
of
a real
sharks,
thing.
but for me,
Yeah,
you
my
can't
sister
tell
has a
any
phobia
sense
of sharks.
I have no phobia. I'm just like I want to live with them.
That's cap,
That-
but okay.
I would want to live with
No.
a shark. I would want to go
Since-
in the shark water.
since
and,
we're
like,
talking
touch
about,
a
like,
shark
these-
and all that shit.
Watered creatures, and we were talking about the Meg. You want to know
Yeah.
what else is huge? Goddamn saltwater gators.
Salt.
Oh yeah, I've
Oh,
actually
salt-
um,
Huge.
The crocodiles.
The croc? Oh, they're crocodiles.
I think you mean
I guess
I've never heard of. Wait,
There
Yeah,
was-
saltwater
there it is.
crocodiles.
Yeah, saltwater
Yeah.
crocodiles. I guess.
Yeah, they're
thought it was
huge.
They're
No.
fucking huge,
They're
They are, man.
mad.
and they're scary.
Yes. Speed is 15 to 18 miles an hour in the water. This isn't short bursts.
And
though.
it's not about their speed; it's their jaw strength.
Oh no, they have like 2,000 bite force. No, actually, no shit. 3,700 pounds of pressure per square inch.
And they do that little spinning move in water.
the
they,
death
like,
roll.
yeah, they like twist their head and shit, and then
They-
like, try to yank
because,
it off
it's
your
to-
fucking body.
It's to make you lose
You
let the
lose
oxygen out and you
circulation,
die
and
easy.
then also yeah.
And blood loss. That they're fucking. People think, oh, they're probably small and all that. No, they're huge. They're probably bigger than Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, I mean, a
mean,
lot of
duh.
animals are because
Yeah.
male, they go up to the male can go up to 17 feet long.
Fucking hell, dude.
Screw that.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Where are they mostly located? I need to know this.
Let's see. Southwest crocodile, native to India, Southeast Asia, Sudanic region of Australia, Micronesia, India, and Southeast Asia.
Okay, thank
All
God.
right, so
Not
I'm
in
avoiding
Florida.
all of
I'm all
those.
good. I'm all good.
Yet again,
Yeah.
yet again, another animal in Australia that can kill you. Thank you, Australia.
Giant
Everything in
animal.
Australia can kill you.
That was
Everything in
funny.
Australia can kill you.
Dude, honestly, I want to ask Ozzy and like Martin how they deal with
Fighters.
Well, one day when this gets published, and we'll have some guests, and then we'll probably be in the next feature. Who knows?
Honest, I don't know. Who knows?
But yeah, the shark movies is just like, yeah, that Sharknado will be in the bottom of the list of all shark
Well, what
movies.
would be like the top 3 for you? Top 3.
Okay, top 3, of course, is Jaws.
Yeah. Of
Okay.
course,
Then the
everyone
next
loves
one will be
Jaws.
47 meters down.
Mhm.
And then the next one, I think I remember seeing. I was about to say Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but I don't.
What you mean? That's the best one.
I mean, hey, I
Shark
could put that on my list. I mean, hey, if that's
I
it
mean,
does have a
that
shark.
counts,
It does show sharks. It does.
if
show
that
sharks.
counts, then I'm putting it on my list. I mean,
Well, I mean,
oh no! You gotta put Shark Tale. That's like where
Shark
Tale.
Tale. Oh my
Tale.
God! Yes.
Yeah, I gotta put Shark Tale. I don't care
course.
if any of y'all
Oh, man.
pussies want to critique me on the comments. Then yeah, I say it's Jaws. Then it's 47 meters down and Shark Tales. That's my list.
Shark Tales, freaking Will Smith.
You can
Oh
argue all you
my
want.
God.
It had Will Smith,
Alright,
had Angelina Jolie, had Jack Black, it had Danny DeVito, or not Danny DeVito.
Wait,
it's the
Danny
other,
DeVito. Wait, who was Danny DeVito?
The other dude, what's his name? He's like in like Italian mafia movies. I forgot his name.
Wait, was he the little shrimp? No, wait. Was
no,
there a
the
shrimp?
father. He's the father. Robert De Niro.
De Niro.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the guy. That was the main boss guy. That was like the head of the.
That's
boss,
like the
of mob.
father. That's the son, like the father of Jack
Then who-
Black.
where-
character, Lenny.
Does it have Danny DeVito?
Wait, Martin Scorsese was in this.
What was he?
Yeah.
Who was he?
Sykes.
He was Sykes. The pufferfish.
He was the pufferfish?
What?
He had like now I'm thinking about it. Or
Bro, wait, didn't Will Smith his character, didn't he work in the whale cleaning business?
That's
car
Oscar,
wash. It was like
yeah.
a whale
He was
wash
one of
kind
the
of thing. Yeah.
scrubbers.
Car
One of
wash and all that shit.
Yeah. Vincent
shit or whatever.
Pastore, Luke.
Shark Tale was a good movie. It was very
The
underrated.
Shark
Bro,
Tale.
half of these guys, like the guys that look like they're mob bosses, that in the movie look like they're mob bosses. Like,
I
look
think
at
people
this
are
hairstyle.
I think people are forgetting that DreamWorks movies had a lot of good actors in their movies.
Oh, my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
DreamWorks movie is How to Train Your Dragon. Favorite one.
You want to know a fact that
Really?
I don't know if you guys know who
Bro,
the
How to
main
Train Your
character is?
Dragon 2 was amazing.
Wait, let me ask
Oh,
you
the
guys
set-
this. You watch Flushed Away.
Of course. Who
You
has-
know who the main character is?
No.
It's
forgot.
Hugh Jackman.
No, I'm looking this up right now.
No,
Go look up
There's
Flushed
no
Away.
way.
Go look Flushed Away and look up the main character. It's Hugh
on.
Jackman. I'm
What?
not even joking. I'm not even
It is
joking.
Hugh Jackman.
I'm telling you.
Wait. It has Bill Knight.
Yeah.
I know. I think that's a different. No, I think that's a different. I think
Oh,
that's
that's
a
Bill.
different
No, that's not.
That's somebody else.
Yeah.
No, I remember he was in a lot of multiple movies. Who
No,
else?
but that's a different Bill Nye though.
So
that's a
yeah,
Bill.
that's a person you probably never knew that.
What the heck? How was he? I'm so
So
confused.
Over the Hedge. You know who's in that movie?
Who?
Bruce Willis.
No way.
Really?
Over.
He was the raccoon.
Oh yeah, RJ. Sure enough.
And
Alright,
then Steve
Steve
Carell was
Steve
Hammy.
Carell was Hammy.
Yeah. If you watched, okay, so here's a little hint as a childhood.
Dang.
If you had Shrek 2 on DVD, then you would have had Over the Hedge trailer come up, and it would be Steve Carell talking to Hammy
Oh
with him.
yeah.
Oh, I
that's
love Over the Hedge.
right.
I remember
I
Over the Hedge.
forgot. I
Yeah.
forgot.
And then the other trailer was Wallace and Gromit with the rabbits and shit. So
Dude,
Oh
honestly,
yeah.
how crazy is it that like everything we grew up with was like on DVDs and like VHSs, and now everything's
DVDs,
digital.
VHS,
Or
on demand. if you had
Blu-ray was
cable
okay. I like Blu-ray.
and all that.
Blu-ray
shit.
was rare sometimes though. Like in
They
certain
were
movies.
expensive. They were more expensive.
Before Xbox and PlayStation or Xbox just bringing in Blu-ray, you had to get a Blu-ray set in order to watch Blu-ray DVDs. For me, it was 'Cause I
For what's it
couldn't
called?
watch any
For
Blu-rays
PlayStation
without
3,
it.
it was usually DVDs and sometimes Blu-ray if your PlayStation 1 didn't work.
We had a PlayStation. My family has a PlayStation 3,
A
and
3, of course, because PlayStation 3 had a lot of good games like God of War. Oh,
well, mainly, to be honest,
Spider-Man.
Dude,
to be
my
honest, I'm
ass
not
was
even gonna
spoiled.
cap.
I had a GameCube, a PlayStation 2, an Xbox 360, and a PS3. I had
the
everything.
first
My ass
ever
spoiled
console
up.
that I remember playing, we did have a PlayStation, like the first one, but
Mhm.
the first ever console I got to play like myself was the Wii when it first came out.
The
Our uncle got it,
Wii.
and my mom was like,
Mm.
"What the heck is this thing?" And we kept seeing it, and he got it. The first game I ever played was New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
I think I've
I
never told you
remember my
guys this.
first console. Our first
My
ever console
first
to play
ever
on.
game that I've ever played was on the
Okay.
PS1,
Alright.
or sorry, the Xbox.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dust. Wait, no. It was Xbox, 3 years old, Shrek, on the Xbox. That was literally my first game ever, and then I went to like Spider-Man and Mario Kart and yada yada yada.
I would say the first game I played was, funny enough, there's a game called, I think the first one I played was technically World of Warcraft, but all I did on there when I was young was just take the air balloon and go back and forth from one place to another, because I didn't really care for the rest of the. I was a very easily entertained child.
I never played World of Warcraft ever. Like,
I would probably play it now, but at the same time, I'm not so sure. The other game I played was this game called City of Heroes, which, if anybody over like the age of 25 is watching this, they're probably gonna know what it is.
City Hero.
Maybe they're probably all dads at this point, but my dad introduced me to it. That's the only reason I know about it. That was interesting. And let's see. But the first game that I've really played, like I actually invested time in, was Diablo 3 for Xbox 360. I played the hell out of that game with my dad. My sister would play sometimes too, even.
Dust, what was yours? Like, kind of
like
game?
The first game you invested time in, honestly.
Yeah, like the first game that you're like, yeah, I love video games. Dust.
Oh, my God.
First ever game, like you're like into.
First ever game I played was Paperboy.
Is that the first one like you invested time in though? Like that's
yeah. I always played that game on the Game Boy. Because that was basically the only game I had back then.
Is Paperboy the one with the stick figure and he has like the spiky hair, or am I tripping?
No, I think it was named something else. I don't know, but Paperboy
you know
was.
What I'm talking about, right? That one that's like it's on the computer, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's not the one I was talking about. It was like it was the one where you had to play as a newspaper boy, and riding your bicycle while throwing newspaper at the neighborhood.
Wow.
And trying not to die.
Yeah, I just pulled up the.
Trying not to die as a paper boy.
Just imagine that paper boy getting run over by a freaking like a GTX or something.
He's like, I don't want my fucking mail, and then he throws it back, and then you die, and then game over.
You just see wasted pop up on the screen. Like GTA.
The Paperboy was the creation of GTA. Like,
Bro, look at
DLC.
this. Bro,
he comes out and then he can like whip people and shit. And
Paperboy DLC. You have a freaking newspaper launcher in GTA 5. Like the DLC just pops up. You get the red bike and everything, like the clothing line and all that. And then you just get like an M32 rotary grenade, but it's just full of newspapers. You just launch it at people. Dude, I would get that deal.
See that happening.
Rockstar, please remake Paperboy, but make it more GTA like, please.
Make a Paperboy DLC, all right? Make a Paperboy DLC. That would be hilarious.
Oh my god!
Even if it has terrible accuracy, even if it's terrible, it would be hilarious.
Make that into like a mini game.
A mini
game,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
like a heist.
it was,
I want a heist where okay, you got to
it
deliver these
was an
papers.
arcade game. Apparently, it was an arcade
Oh my
game.
god, I can see that happening.
Well, it was an
Sorry.
arcade game before it was a Game Boy. So they have arcades there.
I wonder if someone has a Paperboy arcade machine in their fucking house that they've actually got like on eBay or they stole it from an arcade. Like
With the
area.
crazy stuff that people have like nowadays, I assure you somebody has one. Like somebody has one in their basement or the garage.
You can literally find anything on the internet at this point. Like anything's possible to find, but they're
Just
so
about,
expensive sometimes.
Very.
Trying to find shit that are very like historical and all that.
Dude, I've honestly wanted to have an arcade, one of those like all-in-one arcade machines.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So like where it have like you could have Pac-Man, you can have Galactica, you can have all that.
Yeah.
I think it would just be something cool to have.
You know that they sell something like that in
play
Walmart. They have like a little tiny arcade machine like in Walmart that they sell, but it has like Miss Pac-Man in it and Galactica and all that. And
yeah,
like electrical areas and
yeah, like those are the ones that I would try to get. But the problem is like there's not one that has the games that like all the games that I want, and you know, there's not gonna have anything like that. But you know, you take what you can get and you rate the games you want.
Right.
Speaking of old stuff, now that we're on this topic, you know what I wanted to get recently?
What?
I wanted to get some more vinyl records because I have like one of the portable record players. And vinyl records, you remember that weird like maybe 2 years where vinyl records were starting to make a surge back again?
Yeah, like it's weird how they were trying to bring back vinyl records like into like bringing more like into trend and shit, and then everyone's like should get some vinyl records is very like
dude
cool,
there's some like heavy metal bands now like Avenged Sevenfold, they have a record out. There's a vinyl record of Avenged Sevenfold.
Even Eminem has a vinyl that like
yep, he has a vinyl. I think what's another popular band? I wonder if
21 Pilots, I think they also are doing
21 Pilots has one. I think there's even some like EDM vinyl records, which is ironic.
How do you put EDM on a vinyl record?
See, that's the crazy thing. Let's look up Marshmello because everybody's gonna fucking know his name.
Another
Marshmello,
person that's
everyone knows Marshmello.
Vinyl record.
Another person that's coming out with a record, or I mean an album himself, and he's also featuring a vinyl.
He actually has one.
He actually does. Well, no, hang on, that's CD.
Wait, Marshmello has a okay.
Yeah, here we go. Happier exclusive limited edition yellow 7-inch vinyl.
Now 76. Oh my god, I remember those.
Wait, it says MP3. Hold on. Hubert toasted marshmallow featuring what?
I think that's just another thing.
Those,
that's something else.
Those Now volumes. I've actually have one of Shrek of all his songs.
What about
what
about Excision? Excision vinyl, because I know Excision's like a big What's this? Oh, I've actually never seen that one. What's music? Nope, that's not it. What the hell? Virus vinyl. Hold on, is this actually a?
No, it makes you download a virus.
No.
Well, good job. Good job.
Nope.
No, hang on. EDM vinyl record.
You could go in the shopping area, like literally go to shopping, and then you probably find it.
It's just shopping right quick. Porter Robinson.
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD has one. Urban Outfit, of course. Urban Outfitters.
Damn, Mac Miller. Didn't he pass away or something?
Miller has one. The Spider-Verse thing has a vinyl record.
Wait, which one? Sunflower or What's Up, Danger?
The whole album?
The whole sound. There's no way.
Yes.
The entire soundtrack.
What's Up, Danger? Yes.
Oh,
Be a stranger.
This is actually the vinyl, because you see how it has the 1 point and then the 2 points on there.
Yeah.
That's the front and the back side. So all of the front side track 1, front side track 5.
The first track has all the good ones, and then the second one, all it has is Scared of the Dark. That's the one with like X and Lil Wayne, I think.
Bro, what? That's I'm actually considering getting that now. Oh damn.
I have the Godfather
Porter Robinson. Wait, Tower. Okay, so whatever Tower Records is apparently has
Tower
a bunch of these.
Records.
I think that's
Can
probably
we
a
get
pretty
sponsored by
big-
Tower Records, please?
Bro, honestly,
Tower Records.
See,
hit
we
us
can only
up.
have
We
one
will,
sponsor.
give us some free records. You know, like
wait, let me see electronic. Let me see what others they
we
have
can make our
on
own
here.
vinyl. If
They
that's
actually
possible.
See,
Dude, imagine we had our own
Colin
vinyl, like of
Curtis.
our podcast, bro. Like that.
Oh,
actually would
whoa!
be
Why are
interesting.
they like $30?
Because vinyls are expensive. I mean,
There.
it can be expensive.
Wait. Do they have Linkin Park?
Lincoln
Let
probably.
me search. Wait, is there a search option? No,
Yeah, they
it's-
got
no,
all
wait,
the-
That's
Yeah.
in the electronic section.
Rock.
Search is on the side. Search is on the
Rock.
way on the
I
left.
think it would be rock.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Search
Lincoln Park.
Linkin. Yep, Linkin
There you
Park.
go.
They have Linkin Park.
Oh wait, let it like finish reloading. Recharged meta.
CD, vinyl right there.
Yeah, that's on CD. Reanimation. They have a VP of that. Did they have? They have a hybrid theory vinyl.
There it is.
Hunting
That's-
Party. They have a vinyl of that. They don't have Living Things on a vinyl.
They probably
that's
have
pretty
Green
cool.
Day too. They're probably gonna have Green Day
Oh!
there too.
Oh, I guarantee that there's Green Day.
Green Day
vinyls.
have everything, dude. They're gonna have every fucking.
Green Day. Let's
Yeah,
see.
about that
Probably a
shit
bunch
up.
of their old stuff though.
It's like American Idiot and all that, and Dookie and.
I'm not looking for
Oh.
Patrick Green. No. Green.
That's not it. Oh, you're still on Linkin Park. Go and search again.
Oh,
on the
there we
top of the
go.
search.
I had to re. Okay, there we go. CD. That's a 7-inch single. I think that's a vinyl, but it's just
I
like a
don't see-
one song.
We don't see it.
Here we go. Vinyl, Green Day vinyl. It's a Warning album. Shenanigans. I remember that. I remember that album. And then
We can't see it on
Insomnia.
the
Can
thing.
you not see it?
No, we just see
Wait,
Pat Green and Dance Hall.
Oh wait,
Green.
hold on. Oh damn, hold on.
We see that fella Pat Green in there.
Let me do that real quick. Hang on. Let me change it. There we go. Now you should be able to see it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there it is.
So like there's CDs here.
Jacob
7-inch.
Uh-huh.
I think the 7-inch single is like the I think that's what a 45 record maybe. So there's 45-inch records, there's a 33, and then there's I think a 70 something. And that's the like rotations per minute.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bunch of like there's 68s I think. Most of these are probably gonna be like 33 rotations per minute because they're bigger and they have just more songs on them, and the way it was recorded. So that's pretty cool. What's another band? I wonder if they have it.
Ooh, Imagine Dragons. Look that shit up.
Oh, they have one. I 100% know they have one. Imagine Dragon. That's not how you spell dragons. Change that. There we go. Oh, their newest one even has a vinyl. The
Imagine Dragons songs are good.
Evolved. That's a CD. That's a CD. Night Visions. Oh, Night Visions was actually a good album.
Dude, you know they had all the classical ones of fucking Night Vision. They had fucking Radioactive and all that shit.
Mhm.
I love Smoke and Mirrors. They had Warriors and then Monster.
have that.
What was a Monster? Yeah, those were my two favorite.
Yes. What
Oh,
about,
and I bet my
Do they got
life.
natural? Do they have natural?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
It was right there. It
Yeah,
was like their.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't see. I
Imagine-
got a call.
Wait, hold on.
'Cause you're
Dragon.
natural.
Yeah,
there
vinyl.
it
Let's
is.
look at the vinyl real
Origins.
quick.
Evolve was
Yep,
good.
yep.
Oh, good.
The very first track. is
Oh,
Natural.
really? Damn.
Yeah, no one else
Wait,
knows the
wait,
other
wait,
ones.
wait. Double vinyl LP. Wait, what? Wait, why are there 4.2? What is all this? Hold on.
I'm even shocked that I think about it. They
Go.
did what is it? Sucker for Pain for Suicide Squad.
Wait, I wonder if that's a single.
I never
Hold on.
knew that they'd actually. I'd never thought about that they actually did that song. I'm never used to them like
Suicide.
doing like collabs with like Wiz Khalifa
Squad.
and Lil Wayne and all that. That's actually very
Which I misspelled that.
cool. Suicide Squad had some good.
Suicide Squad vinyl. No.
They had some good.
way.
They had some good songs though. They had 21
Purple
Pilots in there.
Lamborghini and
Purple
Sucker for Pain. Are
Lamborghini.
the,
They
and then
had Bohemian
Heathen.
Rhapsody. When was
They
that
had-
in the movie? I don't remember
They
hearing that
must have-
shit.
The Fortunate Sons apparently is in there as well.
There's a lot of good songs.
Rossi's favorite song.
No,
Frosty's
apparently I'm
favorite
gonna have
song.
to. But yeah, I've been wanting to get vinyls for a while.
Son?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it in like vinyl.
They had a lot of
Oh,
vinyls and shit like
stuff.
that.
I mean, yeah, Fortune Son's an old song, so.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah. All right. I think we've gone a good time. We've been recording for an hour and 26 minutes. I think that's like a good
I think that's
way
a good.
to end it off, and also just
Yeah.
be the first episode of our podcast. Yeah.
Yay!
I mean, we've covered like a lot of we talked
We
about
talked
a lot.
about our areas, we talked about experiences, we talked about our favorite movies and all that shit and things we never knew about.
Yep.
All that kind of stuff. But thank you all for watching. If you did listen to this whole hour of our podcast, thank you for committing and listening to us ramble on and shit like that. We'll definitely try to make another episode if this goes well and all that kind of stuff. And any last words for y'all? Anything you want to say? Shout outs or
like and subscribe to Ranger Savage Gaming and everybody else in the podcast as well.
Follow me at
Yeah.
Alligator12 on Twitch.
We will make sure. I'll make sure that we put all the links of all our stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Our links will be in this description.
Yeah, if you guys want to catch all our other contents, Twitch, YouTube, we got that all in the description and all that kind of stuff. But make sure you keep on listening to us in the podcast, and then sooner or later we'll try to get other platforms in, and whenever we can do that and all that kind of stuff.
And maybe guests on the podcast.
Yes, and future guests. We'll try to get guests on our shows and in the future. Other people that are not like part of our group and stuff like that. But yeah. All right.
I think that sums it up.
Yeah. Well, see you guys. See you in the next one.